Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And today I've started a new project, and it's an RPG game. I only have a little bit down, and the reason why I decided to change from a Metroidvania to a RPG game is because the Metroidvania game will still be a game in the future that I make, but I'm not ready for it. So that's why I've decided instead we're gonna switch to a Metroidvania, a platformer. Now we also have two tile map layers. One's for the main background with these sprites. Actually, all of them have these sprites, but just saying. And then you have this one, which is mainly for these, because those are what is that. And so basically, if we click play, we have movement and animations for moving. So if you go up, then here's the running animation, and then here's the for the right, and then the left, and then the down, up and down. And basically, it'll switch move. I still have to make it to where it's off whenever you're idle, but that's okay. And I think I have a simple explanation and a simple way of doing that, but we'll see in the next devlog, because yeah. So basically I decided to create this grass texture. It took me a couple days to actually get the grass texture because I couldn't figure out how to make a grass texture, and I'm actually really proud of this. In fact, if we open up the folder for all the textures, I decided we probably should go to that RPG assets textures and actually put this on Godot. Not Godot, on I made it, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, so we have the dirt in the stone and the grass textures, and I'm proud of these bushes. Like, I'm actually really proud of these bushes. Obviously they could be better. And then these are the pebbles that are on the pathway, which is the dirt. And we have these because I was originally gonna do like I don't know, I was gonna have these, but I decided I'd make it flat, and we won't even end up using these two textures. I'm planning on having a cave, so that's what the stone texture is for. And I'm actually really proud of all these textures. Let me know if you do have any ideas for textures and things I need to add, because I plan on adding sword. Oh, I forgot to tell you the main plot in the game. So basically, if I actually open up this and then I go to my Google Docs, so originally I made this backstory and the main story, but instead we're gonna read the ChatGPT generated version, which I actually just put mine in, and it just gave me And here's the backstory. Long ago, the elves were a people of grace, precision, and magic, masters of the bow and arrow. Their every motion was poetry, their arrows guided by nature itself. For centuries, the art of archery was defined by who they were. But one family of elves, while exploring ancient ruins beneath the silver forest of Ilarion, discovered something that would change their fate forever. A broken sword, still glowing faintly with forgotten power. No one could explain how such a relic came to rest there, but the family, curious and defiant, decided to repair it. When the blade was restored, it awakened, not as a mere weapon, but as a living force. The sword chose them. From that moment, they became known as the Sword Bearers, a strange and ridiculed lineage in a world where all others wielded bows. The other elven families mocked them, claiming they had turned their backs on the way of the forest. Yet in secret, whispers spread that the sword was not just a weapon, but a key to something the elves had long forgotten. And here's the main story. You are the newest heir of that family, the firstborn son. One of the elves, on the eve of your naming day, your father presents you with the ancient blade, the same sword passed down through your bloodline for generations. Many before you carried it and sought the truth of its power, yet none ever returned with the answers. Some say the sword drives its bearer to obsession, others claim it leads to the heart of the world itself, where the line between what's lost and what's found fades away. Now it's your turn. You will leave the forest behind, bearing the weight of your family's legacy and the scorn of your kin. You must discover the truth behind the sword, why it chills your bloodline, what it hides within, and what destiny it calls you toward. Perhaps at the end of your journey, you will find not only the truth, but yourself. Now, obviously, I created this first, but how did I get to this is something else. So originally, I just asked ChatGPT for some game themes, and it generated Lost and Found, which is why it's italicized in these. Probably. I don't know. I just copied and pasted this from ChatGPT. But, so I decided, I wanted a unique storyline, and I love elves. As you guys can probably tell, because the only two other games that I have on this channel, whether it's finished or I'm working on, the main character is an elf, and I plan to have that as like a whole genre. Well, not genre, but like series of games, and all using the same main character. So there'll probably be 3, because I'll probably end up releasing my original platform on itch.io or something, and then we'll have the Metroidvania and this RPG game. And basically, the RPG game will be the first game to get like the story behind it, and all the other games will be behind it, even though the original platformer was made before it. But yeah, so I wanted a backstory with elves, and whole story with elves. So I used something that elves, they basically are known for their bow and arrow skills, their archery skills, and so I decided to change that up. Mainly because I didn't feel like having a whole shooting system, so that's why I actually originally decided to do that. But I actually like the idea of a family of elves using a sword that they found instead of using a bow and arrow. So, yeah. That's pretty much what the main story is about, and all that I wanted for this video, really, because, yeah, might as well. Plus, I wanted to get a video out, so that's pretty easy. The main code took yesterday. I don't think I added anything today. I just set up a GitHub for the project so I could work on it on multiple devices. But yeah, so if you guys do enjoy and you have any ideas for the RPG game, I plan on having 4 worlds. The first world will be this, where you're starting in a town. It's more like a tutorial area or whatever. And obviously this is probably not the first thing. And then we'll have another world for a forest. Well, you'll meet your first enemy and stuff and fight your first boss. And then we have another one that's probably an underground. And then we'll have the final one, which you'll just have to wait and see, because I have a main story, because RPGs, the usual thing at the end is to fight a big boss. And we may or may not be doing that. I don't want to spoil it, because I do have a idea for the final world, and so I don't want to like spoil it, because that just makes it cool. So if you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.